I want you to know that there'll probably be at least 15,000 people see you.
Hello, world.
Day before yesterday, I was way out on the Navajo Indian Reservation working, sitting there at a gate waiting for these guys to open the gate so I could do my job. My buddy calls me, hey, I was just up checking waters, and I found a fresh deer kill.
Isn't that ridiculous?
He said the deer was still soft. He said I might have even jumped the lion off the kill. Watch out, Agnes, sweetheart. And I said, man, I am about 6.5 hours away. And I said I might be able to be there tomorrow morning, but I doubt it because I got 2 jobs. I have to go an hour and a half the other direction from where I was. So I went down. I drove all night, got back home late, night before last. Went yesterday morning, took care of my jobs down in El Paso, and then got up at 2:30 this morning, come up here. Temperature in my truck at 3 o'clock this morning was 78 degrees. It's about 74 right up here right now. Little overcast. It looks like it had rained, maybe a little thunderstorm had come through here last night at some point. So it's pretty fresh feeling. I got 10 hound dogs with me. I don't want them to miss an opportunity. We'll see what we can do. Really neat thing happened when I was driving in off that hill. I wish I'd had a camera on. It's kind of cloudy and overcast. We got lots of fires back here to the north. It's been burning. You can smell the smoke in the air. And I don't know if that's smoke or if it's cloud cover. I don't know. I can't tell. It's too dark. But there was a meteor that came through those clouds. One of the most beautiful things I ever seen. Just come right through the clouds, and it seemed like it took forever to get through and come down to the ground. But it was light all the way down until it hit it, you know, wherever it hit out here. But it's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm gonna saddle up these mules. I brought a pack mule, not because I might be going a long ways or anything, but if I get out there trailing, I want to be able to get my dogs some water. And mainly to get them back. If we trail out a long ways, the temperature gets hot, I can water them. And that way they'll stay, you know, I feel sorry for them when it gets this hot. You get out, they don't even want to follow you coming back. So that kill is supposed to be about 200 yards down this creek bottom, this way. So I'm going to collar up dogs, saddle up some mules and collar up dogs and woo, get down there. It's a lot better than working, I guarantee that. Hey, that's a question for all you mule guys. You think I should roach my mule's mane and do the little bell things on their tails? I don't think about it much, but might look a lot nicer. I guess I should explain. When I say a kill, I mean, it's where a mountain lion, a cougar, or whatever has killed a deer. And a lot of times when they kill a deer, they'll come back to it for a couple days to get it all cleaned up. They cover it up and they hide it, and then they just stay close by and they go eat on it again and again. I don't know if they'll do it right now because it's so hot that after a day, that deer might be rancid. You know, it might be rotten. And I don't know if sometimes they'll come back, sometimes they won't. We're just gonna have to see. In New Mexico, the law says, I think you can't turn your dogs out 30 minutes before daylight. I think a lot of that, I mean, I don't do it. I don't turn my dogs out before that. But, hey! I think a lot of that is mainly for those snow hunters that drive roads. I think. Because we put our dogs on the ground and ride. Hey! So it's hard to, I mean, it's hard to get out before daylight. But this dang sure is a legal start. A Cody King start. How about that? Look at that. See that? Buddy of mine out in West Texas said, I ain't gonna take no pack mule. I'm packing water. Really the only reason I got one today. But I want to make sure I have water in case I get out here. Anyway, it's not a big problem. Same place, almost same place as exactly almost a year ago I came up here. I'll put a link to that video at the end of this video. And you can see what we did last time. Almost the exact same place, probably 200 yards from the last place a lion had killed a deer. So I'll just go down here and see if that lion came back to it. If not, no big deal. At least I got the dogs out. Pretty sure that's not the kill he's talking about. He had told me that there was an old kill in here that he had found a long time ago. Again, a kill. There we go. It's where a lion killed a deer or a cow or anything they kill to eat. Claire is the one who started that deal. She's the one who opened up on it. And when I say opened up, when I say Claire's the one who opened up on it, she barked. She barked while smelling the ground. So that means she's getting some kind of scent she likes. She's not totally broke, but she's close. What do they say? She ain't broke, but she's bent a little bit. 5 o'clock, straight up and down right now. Really got to watch out up in here. This is some of the snakiest country I hunt in. They got some big old diamondbacks in here. Nary a bark. I hope that wasn't the kill. If it was, them coyotes cleaned it up. I mean, cleaned it up to nothing. So maybe that was it. What in the world are these dogs chasing now? They're sure fresh. Of course, I can't get them out much because I've been working. I'm gonna ride up this little canyon and then across the top, come back down, circle around. Maybe I can get lucky. Just see. I just can't make too big a circle because I can't get out too far and let these dogs get too hot. There was another little solar well right there. Right up that canyon, then I'm just gonna ride up through this saddle, back off into that next canyon. That next canyon, I believe, is the one that I trailed that lion up last year. But I think at that time there was water up there. Or maybe she was coming to this to drink water and then we just caught her as she was coming out. I don't know. But I know we trailed up until it was so hot the dogs couldn't trail anymore. It's a beautiful morning. Probably got about another hour and then it's gonna be too hot. A little rain I don't know when that little rain was, but a little drizzle came through there. And a little drizzle like that'll sure wash out all the scent. So trailing a 2-day-old track might be out of the question. But this time of year, do you really want to trail a 2-day-old track? Come here. Ow, come here. You're gonna have to leave those cows alone. Ow, ow. Listen to me when I'm talking to you. Ow. Leave those cows alone, okay? He don't chase them. I guess you'd call it chasing, but he doesn't like chase them barking. You run into a little old group of cows, and what he'll do is he'll just follow behind them, about 15 foot behind them. Just fascinated with them. I don't like it. He don't bark or cause trouble. He don't get after them. He just kind of follows them around. This don't look like the same canyon I went through last time. Must be the next canyon over. Jeez, I'm lost. I'm not lost. I've hunted this place a lot. I'll put in another link maybe at some point. I caught a bear back off over there, probably about 6-7 miles back that way. Caught a big old bear. I was lion hunting though. I didn't mean to catch a bear. I was lion hunting. But he climbed in a tree. I took some video of him. That was about it. This is the canyon because there's the rocks. I trailed right up through those rocks right there and across the top. I think these dogs are trashing. See what Sissy says. Booger ain't said nothing. He don't even have his nose down to the ground. There's lots of deer in this country. Lots and lots of deer and lots of coyotes. Yeah, no, we trailed right up through those rocks. So I'm just going to keep circling around. Go right up through there and out the top. Isn't that handy? That tree grew right on the corner of that property line. Made a good corner post. I haven't even had a bark except, Jack chasing rabbits. And Clara, she jumps in with him. But no track, no nothing. That rain just washed everything out. Usually I would at least get a bark on a coyote track or something by now. I'll circle through here and then come back around to the truck and it's, let's see what time it is right now. Agnes, quit it. 6 o'clock. That's wrong. It's 7 o'clock. Look at that. Ah, I like it. I like it a lot. It's a nice rig right there. Got my little roof nest tent on top. Well, we got out. Got to ride a little circle. Had a little bit of a trash race. Nothing I couldn't handle. And tried. That's all you can do. It's a lot better than sitting in that truck and driving to a job somewhere. Or sitting in that office trying to do paperwork. So yeah, it's a good day and it's still early. I can get back and go do some more of that paperwork. I might just edit this video. Anyway, onward and upward. That's the watchword. Okay.
Is it on?
You're on, man.
Hell.
I want you to know that there'll probably be at least 15,000 people see you.
Hello, world.
Okay, Phil, I got to tell a story about that first lion. I came up here with a buddy of mine. I don't even know if I'm on the camera. Maybe I am. I came up here with a buddy of mine. I think it was your dad that found the tracks up that canyon, right?
Mm-hmm. And Greg Ball.
And Greg Ball had the hounds, and he had that really, really good hound, Maze. I think that's what
I
he
don't
called
remember the names, but
Anyway, we went up there, and that dog went up. Greg went up with that dog on the side of the mountain.
to that little cave looking deal.
Well, yeah, but he jumped that lion first. We went the other way first,
Okay, yeah.
and then we come around on the four-wheeler.
Right.
And I think your dad was driving the four-wheeler and tried to kill me on the four-wheeler.
Probably.
He's wild on that thing. He said, sit on the front so we can go up this hill.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And so I sat on the front and we went up the hill. Well, Greg went down to get his tracking box.
Mm-hmm.
That was way back in the day of the beep beep collars. And we started trailing that lion. I stayed with that lion or with that dog going up through there, and I thought that was the coolest thing. Anyway, we caught that lion in a cave off that point. And
you crawled up on the side of the rock and was shot in there. That's when the lion came out.
I shot, and I remember you
hit
telling
him.
me, yeah, and I remember you telling me, say, make sure if you just wound him, shoot him again or something like that. And I remember I was holding the gun up like that, and I went, boom, and that lion came out. I didn't even have time to drop the gun. I mean, he came right out next to me. Anyway, so then they went across the canyon. They got in that nasty cave.
Mm-hmm.
And we built fires and everything else trying to smoke him out.
Oh, yeah.
And he must have came out while we went and looked for wood.
In the back, remember? In the back there was a hole.
There was a hole. That's right. We seen smoke coming
Smoke come out of the back side of it.
But at that time, we really didn't know. We thought he died inside that cave.
Oh, yeah. I thought I seen him.
So what happened then? I couldn't sleep that night. I thought, we left that lion in that cave. And
That's
he's
right.
dead.
You came back the next day.
I couldn't sleep. I thought, man, we got to get in that cave and see if he died in there. So I come by and I got Phil. I said, let's go up there and look in that cave and see if that lion's still in there.
Then he grabbed me by the feet and threw me in the cave.
I said, go in there and look and see if that lion's in there. Remember that cave went in, then there was like a ledge up there.
You go over a rock and then you get to the back and you turn. And all I could think about was lion. And I crawled over that rock and I went to turn back like that. And I saw his foot laying down like that. And I came out of there 100 miles an hour backwards. It ended up being just a stick hanging
It was
down.
just a stick.
How you coaxed me into going there, I'll never know. Not one of my smartest moves ever. What'd you say?
I wasn't going to go in there.
If he's in there to be dead, he ain't gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
Oh hell, fun and games.
Yeah, but that was the time that ruined me. Being up there with that dog, watching her trail that lion. That was like, I remember thinking, man, this is the funnest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
And it used to work out real good because then I used to rope back then, and I came up here and I would hunt, and then I could rope.
Yeah.
I could run some steers with y'all.
That's all fun and games when somebody breaks their ribs, huh?
When you went hunting with me that time in the,
got caught in the hot wire,
Hey.
got bucked off.
I thought that killed you.
So did I.
I never seen anything like that. I can still see that horse spinning around and wrapping that wire, and on top of you.
Landed on my chest.
I mean, spinning around on top of you. And that horse took off and ran through a barbed wire fence and ran through the mesquite and didn't have a scratch on him. And your shirt was tore off, and I thought, oh man, how am I going to get him out of here?
And I had to walk up the road.
And you looked up, and I remember thinking all that air out there, and you couldn't
can't
get
have
any
any
of
of
it. Yeah. And then Westy drove up the road, remember?
Yeah, her dog hit the gas pedal, I can't remember how it worked, but something was hitting the pickup, or I just remember my ribs. I thought I was going to die. But
Well, she took you right to the hospital, didn't she? That was awful.
after 3 Keystones and a Vicodin, I was good to go.
Oh yeah, that'll cure most pain. What happened to that horse? He died finally?
I had to put him down.
You rode, but he was a good ranch horse, wasn't
Oh,
he?
my gosh.
As long as you weren't around wire.
He's tough.
But you couldn't lead him uphill. Is that the same horse you had to ride up that real steep?
I didn't want to lead. I didn't want to have to walk up that hill.
No, when you and I were back there by the White Bluffs.
Yeah. I didn't have to. I was too lazy to walk up it.
Oh, I thought he wouldn't lead.
No, he would, but I just stayed on him.
I
He
led-
led the mule up.
That was when I was on that kind of spooky mule, that scary mule. I rode that mule about for a week, and then when I took him back over there to James, and his boy came out and said, "Did you ride that mule?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Everybody's ever rode him. He's bucked him off." That's one thing about those mules. They're pretty smart.
Oh yeah.
And that one, I sat right in the middle of him. Remember, he ran off, tore my saddlebags off, and ran off down the hill. And
Then up there, then the dogs went back to the bottom. You walked to the bottom, and I led them around
oh yeah,
on the other side and came back down.
that's a good spot right up there. I need to go up there and hit that about once every 2 weeks. Every time I've been right on top of there, I've found lion sign.
Mm-hmm.
Big Tom scrapes up there, and that's all public land now, isn't it?
For sure.
Just hard to get to.
Yeah. Access.
All you dang ranchers, you got all the gates locked.
Just put enough gates up, they won't go through them. They'll turn around.
All right.
Thank you, sir. That's it. Bye, world.